Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. First, we've seen my real hair in actual months, and you can see the headband on my head, so you should already know this video is going to be foundation related. I've got some things to say, so let's just get right into it. So I was opening up PR packages, and I opened this one from Rimmel. First of all, probably the cutest PR package. They really stuck to the whole paint thing. It's in a paint can container. It has a little thing to open it, like other normal paint cans there, and inside they have their new Stay Matte collection. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down because my arm is starting to hurt. And inside they have their new Stay Matte collection, including the brand new Stay Matte concealer and extended shade range of foundation. What caught my eye here is that it says, "We heard you, and that's why our collection now matches 99% of skin tones." 99% of skin tones. That's a big claim. That's a really big claim to make, and y'all know we like testing claims over here on this channel. I did just recently test out the claim of Maybelline and saying that their lipsticks are universally flattering. You know, I tested out when Kylie said she found the perfect nude for dark skin tones. So 99% of skin tones? Let's find out. Here's also why I was skeptical about it. I opened the package and these are the 4 foundations I saw in there. Actually, holding it like this might make it easier for you to see what I'm talking about. These are the 4 foundations that were in there. And I was just like, this is some type of April Fool's joke, or, you know, Rimmel, like they have to be trolling me here. So I went to the website. Thankfully, these are not the 4 darkest shades, but I'm just like, budget wise, wouldn't it just help y'all to send 4 shades that are in the same shade range? You know, anyway, so actually this shade right here, which is 603 Chocolate, is their second to last shade, and then the second darkest shade that they sent me is 501, which is this one right here. So let's see. So there are 4 shades in between these two, in between 501 and 603, and then 1 shade after 603, which is 605 Deep Chocolate. So it says, "Finally, shine has met its matte. Featherlight liquid mousse foundation that blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte baby soft finish. Lightweight texture that won't feel heavy or greasy. Matches 99% of US skin tones. Full coverage mattifying foundation. Minimizes the appearance of pores." Wait, what I just said? Minimizes the appearance of pores and oil free. Okay, so here is 501 on my chest. And here is 603. I mean, when you keep blending out 603, I mean, obviously it's the shade that we're going to use in today's video, but when you keep blending it out, is that a perfect match? And like the PR package said, they did also come out with these Stay Matte concealers. These are the 5 darkest shades. There's slight differences with undertones, but these are pretty close to being the same shades. I don't know which one I'm going to use because I like a neutral undertone concealer, but these are leaning more towards warm. Okay, I'm gonna use the shade 610 Chestnut. I know the last video I posted was, you know, a parody type video, but I wasn't joking. I really do apply my concealer under foundation nowadays. So the concealer has a pretty watery consistency. It's not thick at all, which some people like. Not everyone likes thick, full coverage concealer. I'd say it's borderline sheer medium coverage concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And now for foundation. So this is going to be the side that I set with powder, and the other one is going to be the side that's just, you know, foundation and primer, to see how it holds up throughout the day since it's supposed to be so matte. We're about to find out. That foundation looks nice, especially with the concealer, because without the foundation, I'm not sure I like the concealer. It might be a little too matte for me, and I wasn't a fan of how it blended out, but the foundation blended out really nicely and it sits nice with the concealer. Let me go ahead and do the side that's just foundation. So before powder, what do we think of this foundation match? Is it a go? Yes? Now I know y'all gonna let me know in the comments down below, so take this time right now to go do that. And then I'm gonna set the one side of my face, and I'm just setting it because trust me, I can say it right now without even having to wait for the wear test. If you have dry skin, I'm not sure that you would like this foundation because she is matte. It is a matte foundation, and you certainly don't want to mix the foundation and concealer together because they're both matte. All right, so on top of that, you probably would not want to bake with this foundation. Now, if you have oily skin, you probably still would not want to bake with this foundation, all right? Because I'm telling you, just putting it on, it is matte. You can feel that it's matte, all right? So I'm gonna just set my face and see how this holds up for the day. Okay, and that is it for my face. So this side is set, this side is not. It is currently 11:21, so I'm gonna check in the middle of the day and then come back later so you can see how this held up on my face. Also, how are we feeling about this claim of 99% of US skin tones have a shade match? For me, that's it on my chest, that's it on my face. We have time to figure it out. Alrighty then, so it is 2 in the afternoon. You know, we've got some window lighting coming in. I still didn't take that swatch off, and there's the other one on my chest. You know, maybe it draws like slightly darker, but you know, I feel like for the most part she a match, you know, to my skin. I feel like she a match. But this is what my skin is looking like, what, 2 or 3 hours later? I don't remember what time I left. This is the not set side. This is the set side. My oil's starting to show a little bit. That's what I was a little worried about before, that, you know, if you set it a little too much, then if you have oily skin, when you mattify your face too much, then your skin actually starts producing more oil because it's starting to dry out. So I feel like the side that is set is looking a little shinier than the one that is not, but I'll be back in a couple hours so we can see what this is looking like. All right, so I know it's only 4:06. Ooh, can you see that? 4:06. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video because I don't see my feelings changing here anytime soon. So it is 4:06 and this is what my face is looking like. So 99% of US skin tones there, US skin tones. I'm gonna need y'all to relax, all right? Yeah, we had a nice match with myself there, but there's only one shade after this one, and y'all jumping a lot in the other shades there, you know, just the 500 sections to the 603, and then there's only one other shade after the 600s there. So relax there. That doesn't mean this isn't a good foundation, because this is a good foundation. I like this foundation. I like this foundation, okay? I don't like this concealer. I feel like you could tell right away that I did not like this concealer. I didn't like how it blended out. I didn't like how it sat on my face, and I have not liked how it wore throughout the day. I also feel like if you are like me and you kind of feel like you've been getting a weird vibe throughout this video of whether or not this foundation does match, I also feel like it is the concealer, because y'all saw I couldn't really, you know, find one of the concealer shades that actually looked like it's something I would use like all my other concealers. They just gave me kind of color corrector vibes with the shades, so I'm just not here for the concealer. Yes, it is matte, but I felt like it was just a little too matte. The matteness I felt made it what was not the easiest to blend out about it, and then on the face I just did not like it. But the foundation I do like, because even though the foundation is a matte foundation, okay, she matte, even though it is a matte foundation, and you can obviously tell that I have makeup on my face, I have mentioned to you guys that I don't really like foundation, that it's pretty obvious to tell that it is foundation. Even though it is all of those things, I still like how this foundation looks on the skin. I really actually like how this foundation looks on the skin for a matte foundation. So I like how it looks on the skin. It is a matte foundation, and as you can see on my face, like I mentioned in the check-in, the set side might be looking a little oilier than the not set side, and that's because on this side I do have a matte foundation, a matte concealer, and I did set my face with the Laura Mercier powder, which will keep your face pretty matte throughout the day. So it was just overboard matteness on that side of my face, which is why my oil is coming through more on that side. This side is just foundation and primer, and the primer I used is the Milk Hydro Grip, so it's not like I used a matte primer. So the foundation itself, it will mattify on your face. I feel like this, look, I feel like this is a good foundation shade match on me. So it's a match. It's nice even though it's mattifying, and it is mattifying. I don't feel like it moved throughout the day, separated, anything like that. So I do like this foundation. I do believe if you have oily skin that you will like this foundation. Just be careful when it comes to over mattifying your face with this, because it can go left pretty quickly with this. If you have dry, normal skin, I might proceed with caution, you know, just a little bit, because I do have oily skin, and you see like just how quickly my face is getting dried out here with the amount of matteness here. So if you already have dry skin, you know, I'm just saying proceed with caution. If you want to test it out, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Let me go ahead and insert that flash test right here. And is there anything else for me to tell you guys? Oh, one more thing about the concealer. You see how my under eyes look pretty baggy? It makes sense on this side of my face because I don't have any concealer on that side of my face. It's just foundation. The fact that this side of my face still looks like this side of my face with concealer and powder should let you know just how like thin that concealer is. I did mention it before, it was pretty watery when it came out, pretty thin when it came out. Just another reason, you know, that I don't really care for it. This might seem like I'm piling up on the concealer, but you know, she'll be alright. But that is it for this video. So I hope seeing me test out these products and hearing some of my thoughts on this 99% fits all foundation. What about the rest of the world there? Alright, you know, you guys can keep on expanding there. Has helped. If any of you were thinking of checking them out for yourself, make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.